Time, they say, defines a person. That's our topic for discussion today. But before I introduce my guest, if you know you are watching me and you have still not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. You are not trying, you are not forcing at all. Please hit the subscription button and the notification button for us to grow together and for you to be updated as and when a new video is uploaded. Well, back to my guest for today's discussion. I have Philippine and then Immaculate. You have seen them, well, you have seen Immaculate before, but Philippine is new here. My ladies, you are welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get right into it. I'll start with you, Phil. Time defines a person. How will you interpret this phrase for us?
Yeah, thank you, Sonia. Before we explain what time defines a person actually means, I think we need to know the meaning of time.
All right, sure.
So in a layman's language, we can say time is the sequence of events.
Okay.
So to define that, I'll personally use myself to describe how time can define a person.
Okay.
I would say that when I was growing up, I'm the type I cannot face crowd. I'm the shy type. But as I was growing up, I was told it's a little drops of water makes a mighty ocean.
Yeah.
So I started reading little by little at church.
Okay.
So as you and I are seated here today, I can face 1,001 people and talk without fear.
That's it.
Yeah, so I can really say time has actually defined who I am.
Okay.
Even I can send my mind back to the days when I started teaching.
Okay.
As I said, I was the shy type. So even to face my learners to teach was not easy.
Okay.
But as I progress, that's what I said, and I can now face any number of persons and talk.
Okay.
So
with the help of time, you have evolved.
Yes.
What was hidden within you has been brought out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. So Immaculate, let me come to you. In what ways do you think time influences an individual's identity and character? And if you can cite an example for us too, that wouldn't be bad.
I think in terms of education,
okay,
an individual or a person will surely be defined by time.
Okay.
In terms of personality,
okay,
yeah, the person's time to can define that person,
the
person's character.
Okay.
So for example, let's say we all completed SHS and some people went ahead to the university,
okay,
while others couldn't.
Okay.
So they were home, but then when it's time for vacation and you all come together, you realize the difference between the university students or the tertiary students
and those are home.
Those home.
Okay.
Yes, it normally happens that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with your example, you are telling us that the fact that the other party has been to the university or is in the university, and the other party too couldn't make it due to some circumstances, the character exhibited, or that is usually exhibited by the one in the university, is as a result of the time and the fact that he or she has been to the university. So he's now seeing the one who has not been to the university as what?
Below
someone below him or her.
Yes. So sometimes they end up downgrading them.
Okay.
And undermine their abilities, the potentials in them.
Okay.
Some because of that, some of them, their dreams are being short-lived
Yeah.
because of the attitude of their
others.
other colleagues.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So time has kind of revealed who exactly the university
Students
are
Yes.
or is.
Mm.
All right. Okay. Thank you for that. Phil, let me come back to you. Do you believe that people's perspectives or values change over time? And if so, how does it define who they really are?
Yeah, people's perspective actually changes due to time,
Okay.
and that actually defines who they
really
are.
Okay.
Yes, because with time, maybe the values I have
Mhm.
may differ from the one you have.
Okay.
So sometimes maybe I am in connection with you. So your values,
Okay.
how I perceive them, can change mine as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say maybe society,
Values or
yeah.
norms.
yeah, the norms and the values of a society.
Okay.
Maybe you find yourself in that society. So surely as time goes on, you will try to adapt their values.
Okay.
Either in the negative or the positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question was about how societal norms affect our attitude, perspective, values, but you just chipped it in. So kindly cite an example or two for our viewers to really understand how societal norms changes our values as time goes on.
Okay, thank you. As I said earlier on, maybe for example, I am from the south.
Okay.
And I find myself in this area.
Okay.
Well,
a different area.
Okay.
You are from the south, you find yourself in the north.
In the north
or in the west.
any part aside myself.
Okay.
So the norms over there will surely differ from where I have found myself.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, maybe we from the south, we use cloth around our waist and we use kaba and slit.
Okay.
But maybe when I find myself in the north, over there, I'm not going to, I may use it by time. With time, I may like to, if I see that their norms or their values, they are of good importance to me, I can also try to adapt
to
yes, to theirs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Immaculate, let me come to you. How does the concept of time affect decision making in individuals?
Oh, okay. So I would say, for example, when I was a child. Okay.
Are you?
Now a lady, I'm a big lady.
Sorry.
For example, when I was a child, going to church, I would show my dresses to my mom to pick them out for me. Mommy, what should I wear? Should I wear this or that? And she would say, wear this one. But right now, as I'm a big lady,
Pressure.
for example,
you don't do that anymore.
I don't do that anymore. I know that we are in the Lenten season, so I should be able to wear something relating to violet or mauve. Anything relating to that. So I will surely pick out my dresses right within the season in which I find myself.
So time has helped you grown.
Yes, to make an informed choice on my own.
Yes. That's fine.
Yeah.
So how can you recall a specific moment in your life where you felt time had a profound impact on you? Can you recall any moments like that?
Yeah.
If you care to share, please share with us.
Yeah. I remember when okay, Sister Phil already talked about being shy.
Yeah.
I can promise
Were you
that
also in that
I was in that category. Honestly, even more. Like, in a sense that I wouldn't sit alone and eat. I just couldn't do that. I always wanted to eat with someone around
Why?
me. And I didn't feel comfortable. I felt shy, especially when I'm in a crowd. Eating alone. I just
okay.
want to eat with somebody I know. Yes.
Wow.
And I want to work with someone I know. I want to do everything. I wanted to do everything with somebody that I'm comfortable with. But now, with or without a known person, I can do everything on my own, almost everything, unless I need help.
Okay.
Yes.
So you say that with time you have grown out of that shyness.
Yes.
Yeah, and now I guess this Phil mentioned from the beginning that with education and the help of people,
Yeah.
she grew out of hers.
Yeah.
So I can say for a fact that, or based on what you ladies have said, that education also has a profound impact on us as individuals.
Yeah.
And it doesn't only help us with the academics,
Yes.
quote and unquote.
Yes.
It shapes our every part
exactly.
of life. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How can individuals shape their identity and destiny despite the constraints sometimes that is provided by time?
Oh, thank you, Sonia. To answer that, I will say that, we said time defines a person. So previously, maybe you were something,
Okay.
but with time, you are something else now. So, for example, maybe let's take a relationship wise.
Okay.
Maybe you were in a relationship, a poisonous one at that. So, with all that you have gone through in that one, it will shape you to whichever new one you want to enter.
Okay. So that will help shape with the experiences
you had
and lessons from the previous relationship.
Or maybe let's say when you were growing up, back then, let's say you were in a living room or in a single room
Okay.
with your parents and your siblings. But as you are growing up, things started changing.
Okay.
So when you are, maybe at first things were rough, but by the grace of God, you have moved out of that situation. Yeah. So it can also inform you on your decision making.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that will guide you to shape
your life.
destiny and life in a way that you want it.
Yes.
Okay. So, can you describe a time where you had to let go of something or someone due to the passage of time? And how did you deal with the loss?
Letting go is not an easy thing.
Okay.
If someone should tell you to let go of something you cherish so much, it's not an easy thing. But with time, and maybe by the grace of God, you'll be able to let go. Let's say, for example, when I was growing up, it was my dream to become a nurse.
Okay.
Not a teacher at all. Teacher has never crossed my mind. So, so when I completed SHS, by then it was SS, not SHS. Yes. I told my father I wanted to become a nurse. And back then too, I completed the same SSSS with my elder brother.
Okay.
So the question was like, how will I support the two of you? Then I said, if I will not go to the nurses training, then let me go and do my hotel management
Oh.
at the
Okay.
Polytechnic.
Okay.
He said that one cries worse. So he will not be able to assist the two of us to go,
Yeah.
and who will be there and who will not go.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, if that be the case. He said, though he is a teacher, back then there was nothing in the teaching job
Okay.
like today.
Okay.
Somehow
Yeah.
it's better off than before when my daddy was there.
Yeah.
So he said, oh, Philippine, you understand. Go to the college,
Okay.
become a teacher.
Mm.
In fact, letting go of my nursing career was
At that time
was not an easy thing. But as I entered the college with advice from people and see how my parents were struggling, so I had to let go of that dream. Even today, when I see nurses, especially in their white, not the green, it hurts, but with time, I have moved on.
Okay.
And I've realized with the teaching job too, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm forming human beings.
Yes.
Yeah. Though it wasn't easy, but with time, I was able to let
You
go.
have adjusted.
Yes, I have adjusted. That's the word.
Dealt with your loss some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Immaculate, do you also have any example to give us how you had to let go of something or someone because of time, and how you dealt with the loss?
Before I start with my own, these are thanking. It's
powerful.
It's powerful. It can really put people into a very big mess.
Okay.
Mess their lives up or uplift them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't really enjoy my early adolescent stage.
Okay.
Because of what somebody said.
Okay.
Just what the person said ruined my entire adolescent stage. Apart from me being the latter adolescent stage. So I really wasn't happy throughout. Someone said something that hurt me, that spread around, and then everybody thought I was the bad one.
So it was actually
in the situation. A rumor.
A false one.
A false rumor.
Wow.
Yes. It was very painful. But because I didn't hear from the person directly, it was through someone else. I had to let go.
Okay.
And I have to heal in order to move forward, make new friends, stay among human beings, because because the same human beings tortured my emotional state. Seriously.
Stay among human beings.
Human beings, quote and unquote. Exactly.
There are people who are not human beings. Let's leave it there. You continue.
Okay. So I had to let go. Actually, I had to let go. As I was growing up, I realized that it's not even healthy for me. Both physically, all aspects of my life. It's not healthy. So I just had to let go. And then make new friends and move on with life. Life goes on.
Wow. So it all has to do with the mindset.
Yes.
If I am right.
Yes.
Because time affects us greatly in our emotions.
Yeah.
If I understand what you ladies are saying.
Exactly.
So if you know how to deal with your emotions, you will be able to heal from whatever situation time would present you at a particular time.
Yeah.
And then you heal from it and move on.
Yeah.
But moving on, as Phil said, it's not easy.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. It took me years, almost a decade to let go.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
A decade.
A decade. It was that serious.
Oh. You didn't. Okay, you said you were in your early adolescent stage.
Yes.
So I guess the thought to discuss with someone didn't cross your mind, or you just didn't want to open up.
Well, I discussed later with my mother.
Okay.
who was my best friend actually, and he's still my best friend.
Okay.
Yes, so I discussed with her and she was actually surprised.
Wow.
Yes, very surprised. It was that serious. That rumor it could have landed me into a big mess. Yes, so it was that serious, and it took time, really took time for me
you to
heal and let go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm even dumbfounded. I don't know what to say again. But such is life, and that is how time treats us. Sometimes life happens, and sometimes you just have to move on for the sake of your own mental health. Yeah. Immaculate.
Yes.
Looking ahead or in the future, how do you envision your relationship with others to be as time evolves? Because earlier in your submission you mentioned you are now living among human beings, so quote and unquote. So such human beings, how do you see the future for you all, and how do you see it? How do you expect time to treat you guys, and how far do you think things can go with time?
Okay, so like I said, I started learning how to live with people, relate well with them, and so I see myself in the future meeting more people, making more friends, learning their own ways of life and how to adjust to them. I see myself relating well with them. Not that I'm not relating well with them, but I see an improvement. Yes, between me and other people, my colleagues, my senior colleagues, and family, friends, everybody. I see myself being close to a larger group of people. Yeah, other than the ones I'm living within today. I see myself. Yeah, that's it.
So with time, hoping to evolve and grow better and better.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Phil. Let me hear from you too with the same question I asked Immaculate. What also do you have to say about that?
Thank you, Sonia. What I see is that with time, as we are saying, time defines a person. So as time goes on, and one thing I would like to say here is that all humans, we have individual differences. So when you meet someone, don't just put your trust, your hope in the person. Allow time to define who you are and who that person is to you. So yeah, that's what I can say. So when you meet somebody, allow some time to pass. So with the passage of time, you can really know the negative and the positive aspects of those you are in contact with. And when you know them, it is left for me to decide whether to go the negative way or the positive way. And I'm sure with the positive one, it will be the best. Yeah.
All right. So you are hoping to learn more from those in your circle.
Yes.
But for now, you are giving yourself time to get to know them more.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you believe time will reveal
who they truly are.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Immaculate, your final words. I guess Phil has summarized what she has to say. So kindly give us your final words and then we'll wrap up.
My final words to everybody is you never know what you are capable of until you start from somewhere. Make that bold move now. Don't wait. Try and make the bold move now. And with time, you realize that you are more than what you think you are. Thank you.
So, with time, you realize that you are more than who you think you are. I believe she's trying to lay emphasis on the fact that with time, you will get to identify the inborn qualities in you as an individual. Yes. So I guess you have enjoyed the conversation. You have picked one or two things from it. So Phil and Immaculate, thank you ladies very much for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time. I am glad to have drank from your individual pots of wisdom. And we will be glad to have you once here again. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, viewers, I'm back to the subscription issue. If you know you haven't still subscribed, kindly do that, please. We need to grow, okay? We need to grow out there. So kindly subscribe if you haven't done that as of now. And let's grow together. Thank you for sticking and staying and for always watching. Do not forget to like, leave your comments and share as well. We will come your way some other time. It's a bye for now.